the psychological or interrogation phase? For a lot of people who don't understand, they might just see that as, oh, it's a bit of a role play over interrogation. But what is the reality of that phase?
Right. Well, first of all, it is difficult once you've been put into the pen and you're getting interrogated, because they put you into stress positions,
Yeah.
and that goes on for 32 to 34 hours. So you're uncomfortable for that, and you're awake for that. And obviously sleep deprivation plays with your head. But if you go in with the mindset of, I know this is going to be difficult, they can't kill me, they can stick a gun in my face, they can do whatever, they can't do anything that's going to, where you're going to be carried out of there. So it's just more of a ball ache, and just keeping your head straight. And the thing is, on my selection, 6 guys, and they were the toughest guys on that selection. One guy was from the valleys. He had hands like shovels. In fact, I think he started off in the pit. He was a monster. But what happened was, when you go into the interrogation room, there's cameras in there, and all the different interrogators are watching your reactions when you're being questioned. And you've got a guy who looks quite normal, quite nice. He's nice with you. He'll offer you a piece of chocolate, some water, but you have to sign for it, which is a no-no. You will have a guy who looks quite boring, and he just keeps asking you the same question over and over again. You'll get another guy who is a nasty looking guy, and he's nasty. And then you get a woman, and the female interrogate, first thing she will do is, you're in a set of overalls. She'll say, take them overalls off. And you're behind the desk. Now, with this guy from the valleys, she then started making fun of his privates, because it was freezing cold and everything else. He then tried to fly across the desk to throttle her, but there's 2 guards behind you. Straight away, he was out. And she broke the 6 guys on that exercise. And I was gobsmacked. You've got to be in a mind of, I'm going to give you my name, rank, and number, and that's it. And you can say whatever you want. It's like no reaction on your face or anything. You just stand there and you're like, that's it. So it's an uncomfortable, I wouldn't say it's the hardest, but it's an uncomfortable 36 hours. And the reason being, the week before you've been on the run, like maybe somewhere in Aberystwyth or something like that, being chased by dog teams and everything else. So you're not sleeping, you're certainly not eating. So you go into the interrogation in a weakened state, mentally and physically. But again, that, it's 34 hours and it's over.
And when you say the stress positions, what kind of positions are you put in?
Well, basically, you're if you can imagine a body in an X position, legs wide open, arms spread against a wall, and you're at an angle like that. So it's putting pressure on your shoulders, your back, your hands. Then they'll rotate you to be sitting on it's like gravel, which is uncomfortable, with your legs crossed and your hands like that. So you're in that position, which then breaks your neck. And if you take your hand off, somebody just comes behind you and puts your hands back on in that position. There's no aggression, because the key thing, if somebody come along and give you a dig, punch you, that builds aggression within that person. So it's very passive, but it's very painful to be in them positions for that length of time. And as I said, it's an uncomfortable period, but there's other parts of selection that's probably more difficult.